Our past is a youth-led organization, and we started 11 years. This year we'll be celebrating 11 years. Starting it was just an idea we had when we thought about how can we make an impact as young as we were. We made it to 11th edition. So
I joined our past, I want to say 10 years ago, but not quite, maybe 9, let's say 9. The reason we decided to name it our past is because of what it is. This event is about our past. It's a name that is straight to the point, basically gives you the understanding of the event and why it's there. And obviously the context of also when it happens, but our past is basically learning about our past.
Before we started our past, we were just a dance group of young people. We're coming from different backgrounds, different schools and different families. So the idea came up when we thought about going beyond just entertainment and dance industry. We thought about going beyond and start making an impact using the audience we're having of young people, of course. That's where the idea came from. That's why we even started thinking of the people who was born after the genocide or were young during the genocide, because that's our main target right now.
I believe in what we do. I believe it is something that is very necessary. As you already know, our past is mostly about educating young people about the genocide and what happened in our country, and basically the history and making sure that what happened doesn't repeat itself. And I think anyone would want to be a part of this, already knowing our history and what role the youth had in it. So it's a no-brainer.
In terms of making an impact, we have tried, and we think we are proud of where we are today after 10 years, almost 11 years now. The impact, first of all, is huge because we're still getting messages of youth, young people who wants to know more on the history and who wants to be part of making the change in the community. And when it comes to the impact in the community, we have provided jobs to different families. We have funded small business plans for some of the vulnerable families to become self-sufficient. And what keeps me going is waking up thinking of having someone you know you mean something to them, you know. Yeah, that's what keeps me going and yeah, motivated.
Dukomeje kwiyubaka kandi tuzakomeza gusana no kubaka urwatubyaye. Tuzakomeza dutuze duturane kuko icyo dupfana kiruta icyo dupfa.
I can tell you that the young people love it. We are happy that many young people are interested in this, because in the first place it's for them, it's for us to learn more about our history and where we come from, and it's just very important work. So the feedback we always get is good. The older generation is just now learning about it. It's kind of hard to break through that area, but everybody who has been here and seen what we do and seen the attendance of young people definitely likes it.
We have been working with different families for the last 10 years now. For example, recently we just ended our project in Yeruka sector, Bugesera district, where we help 9 families in renovating their homes, building their new kitchens and toilets. And we provided easy access to water to all the 9 families. When you look at the impact, we provided jobs to 136 people. the total of the people who benefited from the project, 188. So that means the job we created and all those projects. And ending the project, we funded all the 9 families' small business plan, you know. So when you look at the youth, 446 or 7 young people who came to be part of the project, to do Muganda, to learn from those families. So yeah, that's how big was the impact and how created jobs, you know.
We obviously facilitate for them to be able to practice and come here obviously with no hardships on themselves, such as the organizations that help us, such as the Genocide Memorial of Gisozi that provides lunch, we provide water during the rehearsals, and it's not a process that is very heavy for them. And I think they are also part of what makes our past so good, because young people respond more to this type of art and they understand the importance of what they do and their role in helping us educate young people.
When it comes to helping not just the community, but encouraging the young people, the youth, our leadership is vision, you know, to rebuild our country and to be part of change, you know. So we think we are helping the community and making an impact.
I think the most important thing that young people learn from events like this is that everything that is coming in the future is going to be led by us. We are going to be the leaders of tomorrow, and events that are led by us give them easier access to our past and gives them a good platform to learn with others and to understand our role in this society and how we are going to have to change it in the future.
Thinking about doing the event or taking the initiative out of the city and going all the provinces we have, we are thinking about that, but it won't take a long time to start that because we have a new project coming up, and we think we are going to start doing that very, very soon. Actually, we are very grateful to the current Minubumwe, former CNRG institution, and Ibuka, Aegis Trusts. These are the 3 institutions we have been working with very closely, and we are very grateful to their support. We want to build the house for one family, and that's one of our projects, upcoming projects. And the second, we want to join the government in the program they started in 2018 to build a menstrual hygiene management room for primary schools. It's where they can be able to go when they are during their menstrual period.
I think people who do the drama, theater and everything related to that, it's a form of therapy for themselves, and it's a way that they have learned to basically express how they feel. So I think it's therapeutic for them, and in that way, whenever they express themselves, they feel better about what it is that is not going well.
This is a good time for us as young Rwandans to go and dig deep to find the truth and the true history of our country. Like that, in the next 50 or even more years, we'll have someone who can protect and defend our country. You know?
It begins by learning. It begins by understanding our own past. It begins from making sure we are armed with information and knowledge about what happened in our country. It begins with understanding that we have to deny genocide ideology and make sure what happened does not happen ever again. That should be the roots of whatever we do in order to achieve what we hope for in the future.
We are trying to use social media because that's where all a big percentage of genocide deniers are coming from, and that's one of the platforms they use on a very, very high percentage. So all we are trying to do is encouraging the youth to learn the history. Like that, they will have enough information to fight all these genocide deniers, because you cannot go out there to fight them when you don't know anything about the history. So facts and numbers never lie. So we have facts, we have books, we have Actually, I want to tell many young people out there who don't have this information that there is a podcast from Minubumwe. It's on podcast, it's on Apple Music, it's on Spotify, it's on YouTube. It's a podcast that talks about the history since 59, even before that, to the beginning of the genocide, how it was ended. All the informations are there. So young people, go out there, check all those platforms. Minubumwe, they have all the informations you might be looking for to fight all these genocide deniers.